Hey there, posture guys and gals. Justin Archer here, aka the Posture Guy, your #1 source on pain, posture, and performance. Here today to share with you some good news, some very good news, and some absolutely great news. So make sure to stick around till the very end because I have something special in store just for you. Alright? But before we get to all that exciting, well, news, I feel obligated to share with you some pictures and video of Anya and I's trip yesterday to Stanley Park because, truth be told, I actually meant to film this there at the park, but my battery died. So, sorry, I apologize, but hopefully these pictures and videos will make up for it. Alright? So, like I said, stay tuned. I'll be back in about, half past the freckles, say 30 seconds to share with you all the excitement, what all the excitement is about, and enjoy the photos and video. Alright? See you soon. Alright, and we're back. Well, I hope you enjoyed the photos and videos. As you can tell from them, there are some amazing views from Stanley Park, and they're even more spectacular in person. So if ever you're in the Vancouver, British Columbia area, I highly recommend that you make a trip to Stanley Park. It is simply amazing. Alright, so now onto the core content of today's post. Like I mentioned previously, I have some good news for you, some very good news, and some absolutely great news. I just love how there's no bad news, it just escalates, gets better and better and better. So starting off with the good news. In case you weren't aware, last week I did a post titled What 12 Years, Tens of Thousands of Hours, and Tens of Thousands of Dollars Taught Me, or have taught me, and what you can learn from it all. Now obviously that's a pretty self-descriptive title, and you can imagine what's inside. Well, what the title I guess doesn't describe is that inside of that post, and if you haven't seen this post, I'll put a link to it down below so you can go check it out, is I describe a course that I've been thinking of putting together. I've been mulling it over in my head for a while, thinking how it would look and feel and how it could best serve you guys. And so I thought, all right, I'm gonna put it out there and see how many people are interested. Well, it turns out that a lot of people are. A lot of people called and emailed me saying they were interested with some feedback. So for those of you that did, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then about a week and a half prior to that post going out last week, I was talking with friends and family, current clients of mine, people in the health and fitness industry, and seeing if they would be interested in a course like this. And again, if you haven't seen the post, you might be going, what course, what the heck is he talking about? Again, I would recommend you go check out the post, linked to down below. But if I were to put it in a kind of in a nutshell, quick descriptive nutshell, I would say it's a course that shows you step by step how to optimize various aspects of your life in order to be the best version of you possible, in order to get you out of pain, improve your posture, and enhance your performance so that you can perform at your optimal level, i.e. live a pain-free and active life without limitations. And those various aspects, which I mean are things like breathing, hydration, sleep and recovery, nutrition, stress, how you deal with physical as well as mental stress, movement, and exercise. And those two, you can tell that I'm married to my wife who's Polish because in Poland they count two like this, and now I'm starting to do it. But the last two, movement and exercise, are two different things. A lot of times they get put together, just like the health and fitness industry, right? A lot of people kind of use those terms interchangeably, and they are different. Health is over here, fitness is over here, and ideally they can go together. Just like movements over here, exercise over here, and ideally they can go together. But I digress, I'm getting a little bit off on a tangent. But if you're interested in optimizing any of those aspects of life I mentioned, whether it be, again, breathing, hydration, sleep recovery, handling stress, nutrition, movement, exercise, any of those, then you're definitely going to want to check out that post. And I know I'm being repetitive here, but link to below, because it'll be of even more interest to you. So again, a lot of people, a lot of positive feedback. They want to see this thing made. And so this brings me to the very good news, which is I've gone ahead and greenlit the project and already started production of this course. And I'm very, very excited about it. It's something in that post, and I feel like a record player going link to below, but really check it out, it's linked to below. Just very excited because in that post I actually described this is something that in some ways has been a work in progress for years, it seems like. Maybe not quite all 12 years, but I'd say about 6 to 8 of them. I always had an idea about how to do this, but not quite sure how the pieces would fit together, and now I'm kind of figuring it out. So it's very exciting, and I am just absolutely jazzed to be making this for you. But that also brings me to kind of part 2 of the very good news, and that is as happy as I am to be making this for you, I don't want this to be my course. I want this to be your course. No, scratch that. I want that to be our course, okay? So I do want to ask for your input and your feedback. I want you to help co-create this with me so that this course, because it's not really for me, you know, I take that back, it is for me. I'm learning a lot of stuff along the way too. But this is for you, and I want it to serve you and everyone else, all the other posture guys and gals, to the best of its ability. And it's only going to do that with the help of your feedback. So what I've done, and you've probably already scrolled a little bit below as I'm talking here and checked it out, there is a survey. And it's basically got 3 questions. And if you can take a few minutes to answer those 3 questions, it will help immensely in basically figuring out what's going to be in the final product of this course, okay? And, you know, usually I tell you to leave comments in the section below, and you can as well. But I know some people aren't always comfortable leaving personal things in the comment section because they know everybody else is going to read them. This survey, it's going to go straight to my email. The only person who's going to see them is me, so feel free to be as personal as you want or not personal. Also, it's just a simple text box, so your answers can be as long as you want or they can be as short as you want. You will see there is a place to put your name and email, but those are optional fields. So if you want to put your name and email for me to contact you back, maybe with some follow-up questions, that would be great. I'd really appreciate it. I always love the back and forth exchange. But if you wanted it to be anonymous, but you wanted your voice to be heard and me take into consideration your feedback, then you can leave the name and email blank. Just fill out the answers for the 3 questions and hit submit. All right, and like I said, your answers will help tremendously. They will help tremendously in the development of the final product. I'm going to read every single one and take it in consideration. Not only take it in consideration, I'm going to make sure that whatever you need figured out, answered, solved is going to be inside this course. Okay. So if you wouldn't mind filling out the answers for those, I believe the 3 questions, if I remember them off the top of my head, is with regards to pain, posture, performance, what is your number 1 fear and or frustration? Number 2 is if I were to make a product just for you, don't worry about anybody else, they're going to get taken care of, don't worry, but just for you, what would that product look like, feel like? You know, what would it be? And because obviously, you know, I'm not smart enough to think of it my own, I need your help. And number 3 is what is your ideal outcome for this product and how would you think you would attain it or accomplish it, okay? And again, they're probably better worded down below, but answer those, hit the submit button, and it'll go right to me, okay? So that covers the good news, the very good news. Very excited to be working with you, by the way. And I'm so excited. This is kind of spilling over into other things. I've got some absolutely great news, and this is for you guys. Obviously, you can tell I love helping people live the best quality life possible, right? Getting out of pain, improving their posture, helping them enhance their performance or having them perform at their optimal level. I absolutely love for it. You can also tell that my wife and I travel a lot. We love to travel. And so I wanted to find a way that I could share with you my passions, because as luck would have it, I had 3 openings just open up on my schedule, and one of them is for the online therapy program and 2 of them are for the Skype therapy program. And so I wanted to do, and I sent out an email about this Saturday, but in case you didn't catch it, I wanted to let everyone know that until the end of the month, I believe, what is that? Is it Monday the 31st? Yeah, check the calendar. But anyways, 31st, so 11:59 Pacific Standard Time, I'm going to be offering, it's on a first come, first served basis, whoever signs up for the Skype or online therapy programs, remember there's only 3 spots available, some bonuses. So bonus number 1 is a additional or complimentary Skype session. So it doesn't matter which one you get, the Skype or the online session, you get the additional Skype session. So that's a $250 value. It's really helpful for the online therapy who may want to do the Skype therapy, but for whatever reason can't right now. Now you get a little bit of Skype therapy mixed in with your online therapy. So that's awesome. Number 2, that already takes care of my passion in terms of health and fitness and posture, right? But obviously, like I said, have a passion for traveling. So bonus number 2, and you definitely want to listen up for this one if you love to travel, right? And who doesn't? Is I want to share with you, I'm going to be giving away an hour, let's be honest, I talk a lot, so an hour and a half, I'll even say, of a phone or Skype session with me in which I'll share with you all the methods, techniques, tips, and tricks I know for, I didn't come up with this term, but it's just called travel hacking. Basically, how to get travel for either free or highly discounted. And if you got my email, you already know some of the deals I've been able to get. And I wanted to share this with you because if you didn't read Saturday's email, Ani and I just booked our tickets. We're going back to Europe, and we're leaving May 7th, okay? And so we're flying out of Bellingham, Washington, and we're flying to Gdansk, Poland. And guess what that cost us for both of us, including the tickets, taxes, surcharges, baggage, all that stuff? Take a guess. It's probably much higher than you think. It cost us $98, okay? Our flight to get from Dallas, Texas, where we were previously, to here, to Vancouver, cost us $5 total, okay? We've stayed 5 days in Prague at a nice 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment, like really centrally located. Excellent, excellent place for $90 for those 5 days, So over the years, we've gotten really, really good at this travel thing and getting free flights. We haven't paid for a flight in the last 2 years, okay? And if we do pay anything, it's just taxes, surcharges, which, you got to pay those. It's the law. But I would love to share with you how to travel either for free or highly discounted, because I know a lot of people want to travel. It's something I think, and I'm very passionate about this, as you can tell, that everybody should experience. But I know a lot of times people can't, because travel, the way most people do it, is very expensive. I was looking at the other day how much we've saved over the last about 2 years traveling, and it's well over $10,000, and there's no way that I would pay the prices that airlines and hotels are asking for. There's just no way. We can afford it, but then we wouldn't be able to afford much else. So that is the second bonus. If you love to travel, then that, quite frankly, the value of that might be worth it alone, because depending on how you use what I have to teach you, it could be hundreds, thousands, or tens of thousands of dollars of value over a lifetime. Or if you even go crazy, that's probably 100,000. Who knows? The sky's the limit. There's a pun in there. Air travel. Anyways, so those are the 2 bonuses. They come with either, again, 2 Skype therapy openings and 1 online therapy. 3 spots, first come, first serve. Just sign up as regular if you want one of those spots, and then forward me your invoice or receipt, whatever you want to call it, along with travel bonus in the subject line, and I'll make sure that you get those things. All right. Anyways, it's an absolute pleasure to be making this course for you, making these posts for you, sharing our love and passion for helping others, whether it be in a health and fitness type of way or, traveling, seeing the world type of way. just love helping you guys. All right. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you inside the next video. Until then, take care and keep moving.